What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, CENTERSTRAIN01, and welcome to my walkthrough for God of War on PC. Thanks to Epic Games for providing the code for me so I can show it off to all of you. Make sure you use my Epic Creator Code CENTERSTRAIN01 at the top of the screen, as well as in the link in the description. When you're purchasing this game, it obviously helps the channel out. Everyone knows that God of War is my favorite game of all time. I did a walkthrough of this way back when it came out in 2018 on the PlayStation 4 Pro. However, this time we're going to be doing something a little bit more challenging and finally doing Give Me God of War. That is right, the hardest difficulty in the game, where 1 or 2 hits and you are done. So I'm excited to do this. We're going to be using keyboard and mouse controls. I feel the game runs very, very smooth with them. We're also going to be playing this in the highest possible settings, which is Ultra, with a RTX 3090 in 4K. As you can see, DLSS is off, meaning that this is the pure 4K that you guys want to see. I've got NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency on. This is going to help myself when it comes to the latency between the controls and stuff like that. So definitely a very, very smooth experience. Graphics, again, set all the way to the highest possible. And of course, we are not going to have on motion blur or film grain, so we can get a smooth experience to the eye. So what did you think of God of War? Do you love the game? Do you think the PC port is good? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite God of War game is as well. And without further ado, we're going to be doing all the side missions, all the stuff. You know what? I'm just going to commit myself to this game. So hope you guys are in for the long ride, because I know I am, and I am so ready to do this. With that being said, let's start up a new game. Give me God of War. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, it's go time.
Found some.
Get in the boat, boy.
I will not be talking during cutscenes or important story moments. Minimal commentary,
Still
just
want me to tie it to the boat?
to show you guys exactly what you need to do or to help you along the journey.
Boy. That is enough.
Father,
What?
did something change? The forest feels different.
Everything is different, boy. Try not to dwell on it.
Yes, sir.
I know YouTube is going to dumb down the graphics a little bit, and I do apologize for that. I will be uploading this at a bit rate of about 60 megabytes in 4K, which is going to be about just the highest YouTube will accept. So I guarantee you no one else is going to have a better looking walkthrough in 4K than myself. So I'm really, really trying to do as much as I can to make this one stand out. So let's see if we can at least get to 500 likes on this first part. And they will be separated by chapters, and they're going to be pretty long videos, of course.
That was the last.
Oh, there do I see my mother. Oh, there do I see my father. Oh, there do they call to me. 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 She's ready.
Find your way home. You are free.
I'm sorry.
Squeeze. This knife. It was hers. Now it is yours. She taught you to hunt.
She knew.
Show me.
Now?
Now.
What are we hunting?
You are hunting deer.
Which way?
In the direction of deer.
Okay, this way.
For those of you wanting to know exactly how the RTX 3090 runs, well, with everything set up to max, no DLSS on, meaning the true nature of the card.
Father, why are we doing this now?
I need to know you can survive the journey.
Then we leave for the mountain?
Depends on you. Hunt.
We get about 75 frames, give or take, on average.
What did you find?
Tracks. Not deer, though. I'll keep looking.
Boy, you missed these.
Huh. Close. But also not deer. See? Tips are too wide. Mountains up?
Your mother taught you well.
Yeah.
I also will upload at least one video in 4K HDR. So for those of you out there that have HDR screens can actually see what it looks like with HDR on. Two of 4 lost and found toys so far.
More tracks?
Yeah. But they're too round. Could be a wild boar.
Good.
Oh! Now what?
This way, boy.
Hup! Oh. Wait, deer tracks. They're fresh. This way. Ah! Found it!
Slow down, boy.
Sorry.
You are hunting deer, not chasing it.
Yes, Father.
You won't get the ability to sprint until a little bit further ahead, so this is about as fast as you can go. Notice this area down here. We'll be able to get to that just after our first encounter with enemies.
He broke our bridge. How are we gonna get across?
Step aside.
One brings out your weapon. Left control allows you to aim, and then you can throw it with a easy throw with the left mouse or a harder throw with the right mouse. And of course, to bring it back, press R.
Here. There it is!
Hold! What are you doing? Now its guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better. Find it. Find it.
One of the biggest changes in the PC version is going to be shadows. You'll notice in these sections, if you played the PS5 or PS4 version, Everything looks a little different. That's because shadows have been turned up to ultra, which means that a lot of reflections and things like that in your shadows are going to be a lot different. It looks so much better, too, once you actually put them side by side.
My bow!
No! You are not ready! Stay back!
Q blocks. It also parries if you time it right, so lift them up in the air with 2 heavy attacks, and then you can do like a throw there. That's going to be your best way. Also, if you leave an enemy alone for too long, they will try to level up. We don't want that to happen.
What's your right?
See how, I don't know if we got it. Yeah, he leveled up. We're just going to call them they buffed up. You'll notice it doesn't hold them for much. So you got to be careful with the buff. The buff can really, really affect the combat of the game, so you need to be very careful. Once they're buffed, you're no longer able to lift them up in the air with your heavy attack. So that's why you gotta be careful. We still have a few more waves left. Now, in this state, as you can see, if you can get to them in time, you can interrupt the buff, and you can keep them at bay. This is the best way to take out these guys right here, as long as you are, of course, fast enough. Same thing for here. Except we didn't get the last guy because the other guy got in the way. So this is an easy way, obviously. Now notice the guy who is buffed, as you know, we're going to have a few buffers now, will really ruin things for you because you can no longer have him, like, set back. Alright, I did get hit there, which is my fault. I'm still getting used to using Q as your block. It'll take a little time to get used to. You get out of the way. Let them come to you. That way you can do that. The rest should be pretty easy. And there you have it.
Trogger. They've never come this close to our woods before.
Keep moving.
Go back here to pick up a collectible before you move on. Most of the time it'll be hack silver, but you need that obviously to upgrade. I think honestly that first combat scenario is probably one of the toughest. But everything after that actually gets a lot easier, you'll notice. We're going to head to the right side, and I'm going to show you exactly where those that little area was before.
I can see more tracks. Or we can follow you.
It's a little annoying at first because they don't give you the ability to sprint yet. But once you get to a certain boss fight in this tutorial level, then you'll be able to sprint. But until then, you just have kind of like a fast jog. Alright, so my strategy for the wolves, especially when you only got to face off against wolves, is to keep them at bay. It's just much easier that way. So what we're going to do, as you can see, they automatically level up. And you can do this easily. I know, you can go up and do combat if you want. I mean, it's really up to you what you want to do. But like I said, I prefer to keep them at bay. You can do this over and over again before they have a chance to actually fire. Oops. That was my bad. One of the things about the PC version is the game forces you to play in borderless or windowed. That actually can be very bad, because if you move your controller too far to the right, then it sometimes takes you out of the game.
They were just hungry.
What?
The wolves. They weren't mean. They were starving.
Yes, I imagine they were.
I really wish it didn't do that, so if you're one of those that likes to flail around your mouse,
no longer use it. We can.
you're going to find yourself getting out of the game constantly, which I wish they wouldn't do that, but there's no option for full screen, just borderless or windowed. Alright, that's all the collectibles down here. We picked up number 3 of 4 of our lost toys. Game runs very smooth. I feel like there's no input lag between your keyboard and mouse in the game itself.
I wish Mom were here.
I have bumped up my, what do you want to call it, the sensitivities for the mouse as well as your movement, so that way we can look around a little bit faster, because you're going to need to when you're going between different enemies. Alright, this puzzle is pretty simple. You can either punch them or you can throw your axe. I prefer to, most of the time you're going to be throwing your axe, because a lot of them are going to be out of the way. But essentially all you have to do is just grab each letter that you see on this, and then it'll eventually unlock, and you can open it up. These apples are essentially a way to get your health up. There's a total of 9 of them, and they come in 3s. So once you get 3, you'll level your health up, then you'll get another 3, level your health up, another 3 to level your health up. You can do the same thing for your rage meter as well, and you'll get something different for that.
Up there! You went in the old temple. But Mom told me never to go in there.
We do what we please, boy. No excuses.
We will be going to that area down there in just a minute.
Can I have my bow back now?
Can you hit it from here?
We should get closer. I went hunting with Mother a bunch of times. She never wanted to take me. Why now?
It was her wish. And it was time.
Okay. Brother!
Alright, same thing with these enemies here. You're going to fight a lot of them, so aim. Keep as many at bay as you can. Just remember that they're going to try to level up like that right there. That's when it becomes really difficult to do this, because you just saw exactly why. When you have this many enemies, you really want to get very, very good with your dodge and try to keep them at bay. We don't have a sprint yet, so that's why you're seeing me do it this way. You can see, you can get very, very, oh my god.
Mother! Mother! Look, Draugr!
Okay, so this part, you're going to have about 4 enemies coming at you at once. Some of them are going to be able to level up, or should I say boost up. It's very tough. Just try to keep them at bay as much as you can. go in for a hit or two, come back out, and try to not let them get the best of you by getting too close. At this point, you need to get out of there. Like I said, if you let them get too close, that's what can happen. Take him out quickly. There we go. Alright, so 3 of them got, or 2 of them so far have buffed up. Alright, get out of there. Like I said, once we have the sprint, it'll be much, much easier to dodge. But right now, it's not. Because all we have is the roll. We don't have the ability to sprint. So just got to kind of keep them at bay a little bit. Notice how we didn't even affect him when he was running towards us? That's because he's a level 2. Alright. More has come. If you can, don't hit these guys yet. Try to go for the one that's already a level 2. Don't hit him. Only go for the one that's a level 2 right now. Because that way the other guys cannot level up yet. Now you can keep them at bay. Because as you can see at their level 1, they're not able to... They get stunned by this little axe move here. So you just go back and forth on each one. And you can take them out easily. There'll be another one coming up there. Go. No damage taken. And as you can see, the combat, each and every single encounter you do in this game on this difficulty is life ending. Never go on a specific, never think every encounter you do or a specific counter is going to be easy, because that's not the case. Alright, same strategy here. They're both, well, one of them already leveled up. That's okay, because even when they're level 2 with the wolves, it still gives you just enough time to do this. If you see the red, kind of like the diamond there, it'll help you to know that you're doing specific headshots. I always go for the heavy when there's only about 1 or 2. However, when there's more than 2 and you're doing this method, then I would recommend you go for the light throw, which is this throw. See how much faster that is? But it doesn't do nearly as much damage, so... Almost had me. Alright, I think we got him low enough now. I don't know how actually how I got him hit there. Alright. Yeah, somehow he was able to get a hit.
I half expected to be a troll under that bridge.
You are not ready for trolls, boy.
I know, I just... Yes, Father.
You saw how I actually picked up all 4 of the toys now, so we got a few extra XP, and we can sell those toys to one of the vendors once we come across them. And that should be it down in this area. Now, obviously, since I've already been hit a few times, you know I'm not going for a no damage playthrough. That would be a very, very good challenge. But I don't think I'm up to that challenge as of yet. Still getting used to the PC controls, but they really do feel so smooth.
It's opening.
So what you want to do in these situations is throw your axe while you're still holding the chains. This is going to open up the door here. You're going to see this move all the time in puzzles and whatnot. We got a section up there as well we'll get to in a second. Do not take the axe out until you cross this line.
Nice.
Where are you going? I think he's this way.
This walkthrough will definitely be straight to the point. Really just aiming the commentary at helping you to get by a section that's giving you some trouble. Sometimes with breaking things like that, you'll pick up some hack silver. If you have your camera rotation a little bit faster, you'll never have to worry about not being able to get around someone or seeing someone or being quick enough to kind of move to the other side. So always use that to your advantage. There's also a quick turn that you can do, but you don't really need to do that if your sensitivity is set up enough.
Look here.
Oh, look! It's Skull and Hatu, the giant wolves who chased the sun and moon. Where did they come from? How did they get up there? What's happening there at the end? They eat the sun and moon? And then everybody fights?
Total of 11 myths here. This is your like kind of inventory screen and your selection screen. So you can get obviously to your inventory by I, you can get to the map with M, you can get to your journal with J, and you can see everything. You also got your bestiary artifacts that you've collected. We've collected 4 of the lost and found toys, which we already received a 350, and then we'll get more once we turn them in, I believe. Treasure maps when they show up, labors. Favors are your side quests, journey. You also have your codex that you'll be able to get into, which is lore, and your bestiary, which tells you exactly everything that Atreus finds along the way, meaning that he'll be writing in his journal a lot, and he'll tell you about the enemies. These specific ones have dangerous weapons, but they aren't very skilled with them. If we watch their movements, it should be easy to dodge or block their attacks. Every time you come up against a new enemy, it'll show up in here, and you'll be able to kind of find out exactly what you need to do to battle it. Armor-wise, there's really nothing we can do here as of yet. There's a few things we have here. You can kind of compare it. You can see that we have the woven shoulder guards of exile for the chest armor. However, we do have something that we can already equip, which is the Death's Vow shoulder guard. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now this has an enchanted socket. You can press H to go to the sockets if you have anything. We do. We have a symbol of perseverance, which is going to give us a buff to our defense. So you need to look at everything, and if you see an up arrow here next to your number, that tells you that if you equip it, it's going to get you to a higher level. It's not necessarily going to level you up, but it's going to get you closer to your meter filling on that level and getting to the next level. There we go, and we picked up a achievement called Enchanted. Now there might also be another one that we can do. You can also take a look at your axe and your shield, Defender of the Chosen. You can see gives us a lot of different shields here. This is the Guardian Shield, which is the one I think you start with the game with. I don't honestly think that any of these have any specifics to them. They just kind of look cool right now, but other than that, I don't believe there's anything that helps you out with them as of yet. Same thing for here. We have the Death Vows Gauntlet. I'm guessing that maybe this came with the game. I don't 100%, like I said, know for sure. But we only had one socket or one enchantment, so therefore we don't have any other ones. Same thing for that one. We'll go ahead and compare it. You can see we're leveling ourselves up quite a bit just by checking that out. You'll be able to do the same thing with Atreus, but right now, as you can see, you can't go into him just yet. And that's all we got. You always want to make sure that you constantly go back and forth between your inventory and your items to see what you're picking up along the way to help yourself out in any situation.
Father, look.
Wait for my mark. Relax. Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Steady your aim and breathe in. Exit.
I got it.
Good.
Love the relationship that kind of comes out in this game between dad and boy.
It's still alive.
Your knife. No. Finish what you started.
I can't.
Atreus!
We're gonna fight that?
We have no choice.
All right, so Atreus's arrows. These are really going to come in handy. You hit them with the F. It can be a little tough to do because you're kind of playing a little bit of finger hockey, but I assure you, you want to make sure that you use Atreus to his ability to help you out during this difficulty. So here we go. It's all about the getting out of the way as soon as possible. So here's the thing. You have to make sure that you are constantly going to the left and that you're hitting your space bar multiple times to roll out of the way. If you do not do that, you will get hit and he'll kill you pretty much in one or two shots. That's all it takes. You just rinse and repeat this. Now let's back away a little bit because we're a little too close to the edge and then we won't be able to get around them anymore. So do the same thing. See what I mean? I double hit it and it still did not do the roll. So obviously there might be like just something with keyboard and just doesn't recognize that I'm doing the double tap. But it's not that big of a deal. Just constantly keep yourself in a moving state and you should be fine. I never go for heavy attacks. Always doing the light attacks. Takes too much time to do the heavy attacks, in my opinion.
I'm fine. Kill it.
There you go. He's almost down. Same thing. Barely didn't get hit there. Wow. Alright, he's almost done. Alright, that's about it.
boy.
Think I'm afraid of you! You're nothing to me!
Boy, look at me. Look at me, boy. Boy, look at me.
We did it.
You are not ready.
What? Are you serious? I found the deer. I proved myself. How am I not ready?
We are going home.
I haven't been sick in a long time. I can do this.
You are not ready.
I am ready.
Do not speak again.
All right, so again, for whatever reason, the double space bar, as you can see, I hit it again and it didn't roll. So my suggestion, if you're going to play with mouse and keyboard, is to do it 3 times, right? Hit it 3 times with your thumb, and it should hopefully work. If you just do 2, sometimes it will not work. At least maybe with my keyboard. But obviously, if you play this game with a controller, then you don't have to worry about that. But I really like the way the game feels with a mouse and keyboard, and I want to stick to it. Otherwise, I would have never got hit there. Okay, so with this simple, it's all about stunning enemies. And you can do that by using the middle scroll mouse by pressing it in the wheel. But you want to start off with Atreus and his arrows. Now you'll notice that the stun does not interrupt them from leveling up, so keep that in mind as well. And you gotta click in that middle mouse, or the middle scroll wheel in order to... This is the best way to take out these types of enemies, but it will not stop them from leveling up because your fists don't interrupt them. Hopefully I'm explaining everything right. I'm going to try to do my best to explain these types of situations, but as we go in the game, obviously I won't need to explain those types of things anymore.
Still can't get the doors open, huh?
Quiet.
This is a place you can't go in yet. You will be able to come back here in different times throughout the adventure. Here I recommend fighting these guys the regular way. Remember, you're focused on one guy until then. If you can keep getting both of them like that, that's great. The other guy's already going to level up. He just did, as you can see. Actually, no, he's still level 1. So he hasn't had a chance to level up yet. That's good. That's how you can stop that from happening. Oh, I don't think it did it. No, he leveled up. All right. That's all right. You can't always stop them. Don't forget to use Atreus too. You got the F button, so. All right, this guy you cannot take out with your axe, as you'll see. Just kind of backs off of him. So don't even try. Put it away. Use Atreus, and this is your stun. See how he went, and his attention was on Atreus? That allows you to go in and take him out very easily.
I told you something was different about the forest.
And I told you not to speak.
Alright, I think that's just about everything except for this. And we have the coolest part coming up now.
But why would a fire troll burn Mother's garden? And since when are Draugrs so close to the house? And what was that frozen thing
Now,
that attacked us?
I do not know. Now be silent. We are almost home.
as you can see, now we have unlocked the ability to sprint. This is what you're going to want to do because, you know, double jumping out of the way isn't always effective when multiple ones are hitting you from behind. So being able to sprint out of the way and then doing a double jump gets you so much further, which will really come in handy. And just so you know, you just need to press it once and you'll sprint galore, okay? You don't need to kind of hold it down, so don't feel like you gotta constantly keep hitting it. It's just once, one and done, and then when you stop, you stop.
Inside, boy.
Doesn't know anything.
You lost control.
That thing was trying to kill us. It's not like you don't get angry in a fight.
Anger can be a weapon. If you control it, use it. You clearly cannot. When you...
I haven't been sick in a long time. I'm better now.
Fine. Come on then.
You want me to hit you?
I want you to try.
Ow! What are you...
Try again.
Why are you doing that?
Too slow. Try again.
Cut it out!
Weak. Again. Again.
Stop it!
Again! Your anger. You can get lost in it. The path ahead is difficult. And you, Atreus, are clearly not ready.
What was that?
Quiet.
Come on out! There's no use hiding anymore. I know who you are.
What's going on? Do you know him?
More importantly, I know what you are.
Boy, beneath the floor. Now.
But you told me never to go down there. Who is that?
I do not know.
What's he talking about?
I do not know. Get in.
Just tell me what I want to know. No need for this to get bloody.
I thought you'd be bigger. But you're definitely the one.
Long way from home, aren't you?
What do you want?
Oh, you already know the answer to that.
Whatever it is you seek, I do not have it. You should move on.
And here I thought your kind was supposed to be so enlightened, so much better than us, so much smarter. And yet you hide out here in the woods, like a coward.
You do not want this fight.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I do.
Leave my home.
You are going to have to kill me for that to happen.
I warned you.
Finally.
You would not listen.
Fine. My turn. How incredibly disappointing. Come on, then.
All right, this fight comes in, I think, 3 or 4 different phases. They're all pretty easy. It's just really teaching you just a few things. Always want to get out of the way of that. Again, it did not do the roll. Like I said, I think it's... For some reason, spacebar does not love me. There you go. 2 heavies, followed by like 3 attacks is usually good. If you can get him caught in a corner, as you can see, you can kind of almost spam him a little bit. You can keep him from doing that right there. That's where it can hurt you. If you're too close when that move happens, you just saw that there was no way for me to be able to really dodge that in time. So sometimes you don't want to be like too close to him in certain situations. Oh, he thought he was funny. There you go. Once you get him to just below half.
Tell me what I want. Pain stops real simple. Why are there 2 beds in here?
Leave my
Struck a nerve, did I? Who are you hiding? Slow and old. You should never have come to Midgard. So, care to try again?
You talk too much.
You won't talk? Fine. Maybe whoever it is you've got stashed in that house will.
Shift and scroll wheel button.
again. Let's find out.
Just continually attack him while you're in your rage mode. Don't let up. He's going to keep moving around. Just keep following. If you do so, you'll be able to just continuously hit him without him ever being able to get hit on you. See, that's what I'm saying. See what happened? Oh, see, that's that whole, it goes out of the screen, and then I wish they had a full screen button instead of just borderless.
What are you hiding?
All right, here we go. You can sometimes trap him in a corner here.
I don't have time for this. You're a vicious one, aren't you? For me.
Yeah, the only thing so far about this port is the spacebar. That's it. Just sometimes it doesn't accept my movement with the roll. Other than that, it's perfect.
Leaving so soon? When Odin sent me here, I just needed answers, but you had to act all proud. Throw whatever you have at me. I'll keep coming. That old body will give out. But before I end this, I want you to know one thing. I can't feel any of this. Seen it with your own eyes. You can't hurt me. Nothing can. This fight is pointless. Your struggle is pointless. It didn't have to be this way. Pathetic. You can't win. I feel nothing. But you feel everything, yet you keep trying. I'm not my brother, and if you'd given me what I wanted, it wouldn't have ended this way. But no. Let's finish this. You can't beat me!
Here, just get out of the circle. It's an instant death if he hits you. You already know what to do there.
I feel nothing.
2 heavies, then 2 lights. See, I had to double again and it didn't do it, so I don't know why. It's the only thing so far that I'm just not happy about. Couldn't see there for a second.
I will end you! Can't beat me!
Almost got him, so just...
I feel nothing! I'd hope that you, of everyone I'd faced, would finally make me feel something, but you can't.
Such a great fight.
Was he? He knew me. Did he know my past? How did they find me after all this time? Faye, what do I do? Our son is not ready to carry your ashes to the top of the mountain. And neither am I. I do not know how to do this without you. But we cannot stay here. Boy.
There was so much. I thought. You're all right.
I am all right. Come. Gather your things. We are leaving.
Thought I wasn't ready.
You are not. We have no choice now. Prove me wrong.
Yes, sir.
The mountain. It's gonna be a long trip.